Good evening, Rustlers fans, and welcome to Wainwright. We've got the first taste of Wainwright Rustlers hockey action for the 2023-24 season coming up for you. My name is Zach McLaughlin. To my left, running the camera, is my good friend, Rustlers general manager, father of two, Golf Canada professional, and all-around great dude, Josh Copeland. With our new camera here to start the season, bringing you all the high-vis action here from Vision Credit Union Arena at the Peace Memorial Multiplex here in Wainwright, Alberta. It's just past 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, and we are set for some exhibition action as the Rustlers, the Wainwright Rustlers, take on the Sedgewick Sabres of the East Central Senior Hockey League. But before we get to puck drop, we'll hear from our PA announcer, Trent Ackroyd, as he introduces our singer for Canada tonight, Megan Doucette, before we get our action going here.
Welcome everyone to Senior Exhibition Hockey between the Wainwright Rustlers and the Sedgewick Sabres. Your starting goalies for Sedgewick, number 35, Travis Child. And your Rustlers, number 49, Nolan Goodwin. At this time, as everyone rise and able to, we're going to cover the singing of O Canada by Megan Doucette.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all us command, with glowing hearts we see as the true North strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our lands glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And with that, we're ready to go with some preseason exhibition hockey. These teams facing off as they prepare for the start of the 2023-24 season next weekend. It's going to be the AA Rustlers against the Single A Sabres. Sabres in some really nice, fresh-looking jerseys there. They're whites with the Seattle Kraken color scheme with that seafoam blue. Looking fresh as they step onto the ice to get their first taste of action here in the preseason. And they win the opening draw. Sabres work it in deep. In behind Rustlers goaltender Nolan Goodwin, who gets the start tonight. Longtime Rustler, getting the first taste of action this preseason. And he covers up the puck at the top of his crease. And we'll get a face-off here to his left. Your starting five for the Rustlers. Up front, it's Mike Shirley, Wyatt Watson, and Calvin Dicker. Behind them, they've got Carson Fletcher and Connor James holding down the back end. And a quick chance there off the face-off win by the Sabres, but the shot ends up right in the chest of Goodwin, and he holds on no problem. Drawing another face-off to his left-hand side once again. Sabres win the draw once again. They work it in deep. Fletcher's there to pick it up behind his own net. Chips it forward to himself, but can't avoid the body check. Now the Sabres up to the point, but they're not able to keep it inside the blue line. Now they got to regroup at center ice, but Calvin Dicker's there applying plenty of pressure. Placed off the boards up to Connor James. He scoots to the outside, but loses the handle. Picks it up again behind the net and swings it around into the corner. Comes all the way almost to the point. Leaves it there for Watson. Watson fires one, and good save made. And the Sabres clear it into the corner. Now Spencer Goslin steps onto the ice here to take his first shift to the exhibition. Fires a shot high, but the Rustlers get the puck back in the neutral zone, quickly work it in, and Watson puts a shot high up into the chest of the goaltender. Held on for a face-off, and the Rustlers will get their first offensive zone draw of the night here. It's Tanner Watkins in goal for the Sabres tonight. He's looked good on the first two shot attempts he's faced, and now he steers one into the corner, goes out to chase it himself, plays it up the boards and into the neutral zone. Rustlers pick it up there. Quickly try to work it the other way. It's Pfister carrying it across the blue line, but he loses the handle right on the Town of Wainwright logo. The Sabres able to pick it up, but they give it away at center ice. Now a stretch pass trying to find Pfister, but it gets tipped away at the very last second, and now the Sabres have a chance to clear the zone. They do so, but it's going to be a little heavy as Brad Bailey chases it down his own end and earns the icing call. Rustlers once again with an offensive draw. Just shy of 2 minutes into this game. The Sedgewick Sabres last year in the East Central Senior Hockey League finished the regular season with a 9-5-1-1 record. Put them about mid-pack at the league table. And they finished their season with a second-round playoff exit. Now they pick it up at their own blue line, carry it all the way out into Rustlers territory, and that shot goes just wide of the net. The Rustlers pick up the rebound, work it methodically through their own zone, trying to flip it deep, but it got knocked down at the Sabres blue line, and now Connor James picks it up at his own blue line. He carries it in, tries to step around defender. Beautiful toe drag to beat that left side defender, but couldn't pull the trigger on the shot. Puck goes loose into the corner, and the Sabres come away with it. Now they come up the right wing. They cross the blue line. It's a 2-on-1. Hard, low shot, but steered wide by Goodwin. The Rustlers pick up that loose puck, but only momentarily. The Sabres able to play it in deep. Goodwin steers it wide of the goal and off the glass. Now Fletcher chips it up to Woodward. Connor James picks up a loose puck now, just inside his own blue line. He's going to carry it himself. He loves to do that. And he tries to step around a defender, but a nice poke check knocks the puck loose, and now the Sabres the other way. Even numbers on the rush, and that shot is blocked by Goslin. Heads off into the corner. The Rustlers not able to clear the zone, though, as the Sabres keep it in. Work it down along the boards, and a high shot. Not sure if that was deflected wide or if Goodwin got a shoulder on it. That high shot was steered wide, and now the Rustlers pick it up. Try to move it up ice, but Woodward loses an edge straight in front of the Rustlers bench. The Sabres able to pick it up, work it in deep. They were just inside center ice, so no icing call here. The Rustlers pick it up in the corner. Shirley flips it all the way down the ice. And now Watson with it. He steps in, looks for Shirley right in front of the redirect, but the goaltender Watkins did a great job coming out to the top of his crease and cutting down the angle, as Shirley was just standing there atop the blue paint looking for the redirect. Now, quick stoppage here is there's a stick on the ice. So one of our officials will take care of that. Take it back to the Sabres bench. And we'll try this again as Brody comes in for the faceoff, the Sabres captain, and he wins it against Wyatt Watson. Sabres chip it up the boards, able to get a hold of it. Now they turn it up ice. It's Gooley carrying the puck, fires a shot, but right into the skates of Cole Horn. The Rustlers work it in deep behind their own net, give themselves a little bit of time to try and escape the zone. Horn played it right up the middle of the ice. No icing call, as the defender could have got a stick on it but didn't. So now the Sabres have to regroup in their own end. They work up to the middle of the ice but can't connect there. Horn plays up to Watson. He carries it across the blue line himself. Fires a low shot. Save made, kicked off into the corner. Now battle for it there, right in front of the Vermilion Chrysler sign on the boards, but puck comes loose. Shirley couldn't get a stick on it, and it squirts into the neutral zone. James now carries across the blue line. That's Connor James. Works it to the outside in the left wing. Tries to swing it out in front of the net. Now a chance there in front. Shirley can't bury that opportunity. And now Carson James keeps it inside the blue line. Works it down low to Pfister. Now Shirley behind the net. He's got a man at the point looking for Carson James. Eventually gets it to Fletcher. But he can't handle the bouncing puck. Has to whack it away over towards the boards. Sabres able to clear the zone. Now a shot goes wide by Eskra. And Rustlers trying to battle for it in the neutral zone here. Fletcher's able to get a hold of it in his own end. Sabres force a turnover right at center ice. They come in. Nice little drop pass, but a good job by Fletcher to get in the lane there. And now Lishka picks it up at the Sabres blue line. He sends a pass over. That was Brett Leggett, who had a great chance right in front, but couldn't handle a bit of a rolling puck. And it goes up and over the glass and into the crowd. We're just over 6 minutes into this first period. In a scoreless game, shot 6-6. As it's been as even as possible through the first fraction of this exhibition game. The Rustlers win the draw, and Goslin puts a puck on net, but easy save made there by Watkins, and he holds on for a face-off. It'll come to his right on his blocker side. It's going to be Brett Leggett in for the draw. But Brody wins that, the Sabres captain. Sabres had control for a moment. Rustlers able to get it back. They work it in deep. Now Lishka heads towards the corner. Can't get there in time as the Sabres work it up the boards. Chip it into the neutral zone. And now it's Cole Layton there to pick it up. He sends it up to Goslin, who just tips it in deep. Goes for a change. Rustlers with a full service line change here. 5 sets of fresh legs on the ice as the Sabres now come up with speed down the left wing and fire a hard shot, but Goodwin in great position at the top of his crease makes the save and holds on. Rustlers win the draw here, and now Bailey from behind the net plays it up the boards. Nobody can corral it at the blue line. It heads all the way down the ice, but ends up right on goal. Watkins plays it off to his defenseman there. Now the Rustlers force a turnover, chance in front, but not enough on that puck for Levi Woodward to get a real opportunity. And now the Sabres the other way. That hard shot saved by Goodwin. Got him up in the shoulder and rolled down into his blocker, and he's able to hold on to it. Now the Rustlers win the draw and work it out of their defensive zone. It's Connor James sliding it all the way up to Shirley, but he can't hold on to it. The defensive pressure. Dicker with a chance at the side of the net. The puck just rolled off his stick. And the Sabres able to clear the zone. Rustlers send it deep. And now Sedgewick picks it up. We get a whistle. It might have been an icing call, but it didn't look like the puck made it to the icing line. Looks like that was a bit of a muffed call, and we're going to get a face-off just outside the Sabres blue line. Sedgewick Sabres play out of the East Central Senior Hockey League here in East Central Alberta. Play alongside teams such as Coronation Royals, Delburn Outlaws, Forsberg Flyers, Oyen Eagles, Provost Combines, Stettler Imperials, and a couple teams from just down the road. I guess Provost is just down the road too. But the Irma Aces and Huendon Jets, a couple of local-ish teams that play out of that Senior A League as well. And Dicker flips it off the boards. And almost got it back himself in the neutral zone, but now the Sabres carried into the Rustlers' end. Now in behind the net. Circle back in the corner. They played in behind the goal. Bit of a muddled mess there in behind the net with a few players kind of stuck up against the boards. And now Dicker with a great block shot from the blue line. Almost picks up the puck off his shin pads. But the Sabres get a chance here to carry it up ice. They turn it over just inside their blue line. And Dicker plays it in deep for Shirley. He chases it down. He's nearly out of gas, but he gets down there and picks up the puck. Plays it out in front. Couldn't connect on the pass, and now Carson James gets it just inside the blue line. And that backhand attempt is gloved out of the air by Watkins and held onto for a faceoff. So we got 11 minutes, 27 seconds left in this opening period. Eric Pfister comes in and wins the draw back, but the Sabres are the first to get to the puck. And they flip it in deep and chase it down. Jesse Reed's in there trying to play it up to the blue line. The Sabres eventually get it there. And now working in behind the net once again. Play right out in front and they score. Chase Schatzschneider. Quite a hockey name on that young fella as he buries one to get the opening goal of this exhibition game. And Sedgewick takes a 1-0 lead nearly 9 minutes into the first period. For those of you watching this game so far, those of you who have joined us in the past in the last couple seasons, on your behalf, I just want to give a shout out to Mr. Josh Copeland for getting his hands on a new camera here to bring you all the Rustlers action this season. Quite an upgrade from the camcorder we used the last couple years. It looks crisp and clear and bright. You guys are going to get a really good visual of all the Wainwright Rustlers action this season. Now we're going to get the first power play of the game. Goes Sedgwick's way as Cole Horn makes his way to the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. The Rustlers will get their penalty kill unit out there. It's going to be Carson Fletcher, Connor James, Brett Leggett, and Wyatt Watson. Some firepower out there on the penalty kill. They win the draw, work it all the way down the ice. Watkins leaves it there for his teammate behind the Sabres net. Now they work it up the left wing. Played in deep behind the Rustlers net. And now the goal scorer is able to get in the corner and work it up to the point. That shot from the point is tipped up and over the net. They work it back up there on the left side, now to the right side. And the Sabres not able to keep it inside the blue line as the Rustlers with good pressure on the penalty kill force them back into the neutral zone. Sedgwick gets it just inside the blue line. Shirley tries to make a play but turns it over and they score! Sedgwick on the power play takes a 2-0 lead thanks to the captain, Dean Brody. Sorry, I apologize. That's Clay Lang. Clay Lang buries it to give them a 2-0 lead. And now Sedgwick works it up the middle of the ice. They turn it over there, but get it right back. And now come the other way. That shot blocked by Goslin, his second shot block of the night already. sacrificing the body in some exhibition hockey.
Sedgewick goal scored the power play. Number 6, Clay unassisted. Final goal, 9:25.
Now the stretch pass sent towards Kyler Lishka is just out of his reach. Goes all the way down the ice for icing. $9:10 left in this opening period. It's great to be back here in the arena watching some Rustlers hockey. It's been a long summer. Beautiful weather, lots of golf, had a great time, but it's always nice to watch the Rustlers get back into game action. And now, right in front of the penalty box, the Rustlers pick up the puck. Lishka not able to handle that one. The Rustlers come away with it anyway. It's Goslin just inside the blue line. Slams on the brakes and spins around, giving himself plenty of time. But his shot catches the shaft of his stick, comes to a dead stop, and the Sabres able to pick it up. And now if they hustle, they got numbers. But they end up playing a little dump and chase as they were in need of a line change. Goodwin leaves it behind the net, but there's nobody there to pick it up. Luckily, the Rustlers able to get a hold of it and send it down the ice. Carson James with it in the corner. But it's chipped away by the Sabres, and they work it down the ice in the left wing. Just outside the Rustlers' blue line, they get a hold of it, send it down low. Goodwin leaves it there this time for Cole Horn. And Wainwright comes the other way. It's Derek Pfister up the middle of the ice. Cuts to the left side, pokes it forward, but it gets knocked away. And now a battle in the corner. Pfister gets it back, sends it to Horn at the point. Horn's shot looking for a redirect from Brandon Muse in front, but it was deflected wide of the net. And now Sedgewick the other way. They're in the midst of a line change again, so they just work it down low. And now Horn with it on the near corner. Plays it off the glass, but can't get it out of the zone. But the Rustlers eventually able to come away with it. Levi Woodward chips it forward and forces Watkins to come out of his crease and play the puck up the ice. And now Connor James with a great pass intercept in the neutral zone, but not able to hold on to it. He had a teammate offside, so he couldn't apply too much pressure in that situation. Now the Sabres play it down deep on the left wing, and Goodwin with a good blocker save deflects it up into the netting, and we're going to get a face-off here with just over 7 minutes to go in the first period. Watson comes in for the face-off and wins it back. It's Connor James with it in the corner, but he loses the handle as he got rubbed out on the boards. And Sedgewick with a quick sharp angle shot is stopped by Goodwin. Watson wins the face-off once again. Connor James has some time and space this time. He carries it across his own blue line, right up through the middle of the ice. Sends it off to Shirley. Slams on the brakes at about the half boards, but loses control of it. Now Sedgewick comes the other way. They're going to get a power play on a tripping call, and as Calvin Dicker touches the puck, the whistle blows, and Sedgewick, who is 1-0, or 1 for 1 on the power play, is going to get a second opportunity here. It's Wyatt Watson heads to the penalty box, 2 minutes for tripping. And with 6:35 left in the first period, the Rustlers penalty kill unit goes to work once again. Pfister in for the draw for Wainwright. He wins it back to Spencer Goslin. He plays it off the glass, and it scoots through the defender's feet at the blue line and goes all the way down the ice. Watkins comes out, plays it behind his net. A little back and forth for the Sabres behind their own goal line, and eventually they work it up ice. Lang carries it across the blue line on the left wing, fires the shot just wide. And now from the point, Kyle Sanders tries to step in, works it down to the corner, and that sharp angle shot misses the net, rings around the boards, down into Sabres territory. Now Sedgewick through the middle of the ice. They fire one up and over the net, and it bangs off the glass and all the way out towards the Rustlers' blue line, and Goslin's able to chip it down ice. Now Lang drops it back right around center ice there. Shirley with some pressure forces the Sabres to slow down a little bit, but they carry it into the zone and fire a shot from the faceoff dot right into the chest of Goodwin, and he holds on for another faceoff. It's a 2-0 Sabres lead here with just under 5.5 minutes to go in the first. The shot's 14-9 in favor of the visiting team. They're working on their second power play opportunity here. And they win the faceoff. From the point, they work it down to the left wing with that pass just outside of the reach of the winger. And now Bailey, number 12 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts, fights for it in the corner, but the Sabres come away with it. Now from the half wall, Sabres work it up to the point once again. Long shot from the blue line is steered just wide of the net by a stick in front. And they work it down into the near corner. It's Cole Horn there pinning it up against the boards. He's got Shirley creeping in to help him out, but they're satisfied with just killing some time in the corner along the boards, not giving the Sabres a chance here in the power play. We got 5 seconds left in this Watson penalty as he's standing and ready to come onto the ice, and eventually we get a whistle here, and it's going to be a penalty as the referee's hand is in the air. Just as the Rustlers get back to full strength, they're going to find themselves on the power play. It's going to be a 2-minute interference penalty for Brett Gagnon. If there's any Sedgewick fans watching and I get any names wrong, I do apologize. I'm using last year's roster, and I'm assuming they're wearing the same numbers. But it's exhibition hockey, so got me a little slack in the first game of the year. Rustlers win the opening draw on their first power play of the night, and Connor James works it across to Pfister on the right side. Back to James at the point. Down low to Wyatt Watson, and he tries to find Dicker in the slot, but he fans in the shot, grabs the puck himself, and now works up to the point to James. James walks across the blue line and finds Watson on the left wing, but his shot is deflected up into the netting. 4:08 left to go in this first period, 1:34 left in the Rustlers power play. Sabres win the draw, working in behind the net, and they're going to be able to clear the zone, and Connor James will chase it down right around the Rustlers blue line, and he'll work it in behind their own net, give himself a little time and space, use that speed of his as he walks right through the middle of the ice, carrying it himself, tries to split the D, but a couple of poke checks knock that puck away, and the Sabres able to clear it all the way down the ice. Goodwin rings it around the boards. Pfister's there to pick it up. He crosses the blue line, drops it there, but nobody to pick it up, and James will have to regroup at center ice. Now Shirley crosses the blue line, placed off the boards. James there to chase it down in the corner. He'll bring it around to Watson, but he can't handle that puck along the boards. And now Spencer Goslin will work it back in his own end from behind his own net. He leaves it there for Brett Leggett. He leaves it for Leighton. Leighton up to Goslin, and now back to Leggett. He carries across the blue line, drops it to Mike Shirley. Shirley tries to play it out in front, but it caught a Sabres stick, and they play it off the glass and all the way down the ice with 20 seconds left to go in their penalty kill. A stretch pass looking for Cale Perkins, who's standing on the blue line. But it got deflected away, and now Carson James plays it to the slot. He comes back to him, but he couldn't get a stick on it as he was tied up by the defender right in front of the net. And now Watkins will scoop up that loose puck just on the right side of his net and hold on for a faceoff as we got 2.5 minutes to go in this opening period. Bunch of fresh legs out there for the Rustlers, as we're back to even strength now. Trevor Clausen tries to win it forward and gets a stick on it. Loose puck in front. We got a pile of bodies in front of the net, and the whistle blows. There was a bit of a mess in the blue paint. And the officials decide to call the play. We'll get a face-off here in Sedgewick territory. Once we get things sorted out here, we'll get back to some hockey action. Looks like everybody's set, ready to go. Sabres win the draw this time. Not able to do much with it as the Rustlers pick it up behind the net. Work it in down low and a chance in front, but couldn't connect for Trevor Clausen. And the Sabres come the other way. They play it in deep behind the net. Goodwin swings it around one-handed as the Rustlers pick it up along the boards in the near corner, but can't get it out of the zone. Now Sedgewick turns it over, and the Rustlers with a chance here to get something going. It's Connor James down the left wing with speed. He tries to step around the defender, swings it around the net. Chance right in front. And Kay Cusack couldn't get much on that one, and it pops up and over the net. Now the Rustlers carry across the blue line once again. Carson James over to Derek Pfister. His shot knocked down. Second opportunity goes wide. The Sabres work it out to the middle of the ice. Lang fires a shot just wide, and he gets dumped by Cole Horn just as he let that shot go. Now a minute 20 to go, and the Sabres have the puck in the neutral zone. They play it in deep, but that's going to be an icing call. And we'll get a face-off all the way down in Sedgewick territory. Pfister in for the draw now. Wins it back. The Rustlers can't get it to the point. Sedgewick comes away with it behind their own net. Slam on the brakes and take their time working it out of the zone. Cross center ice and send it in deep. And now Goodwin comes out to stop it behind his net. Little stick handling from the veteran goaltender there behind his own goal. Played it to Bailey, but Bailey got it knocked off his stick, and now battling behind the net. It's Cole Horn in there fighting for it. He's got Derek Pfister helping him out. And the Sabres not able to get it out from behind the net. Rustlers taking their time. But eventually Sedgewick comes away with the puck. They work it in deep once again. It's Bailey in the corner, but that puck caught a piece of the mesh, so we're going to get a whistle here and another face-off with 33 seconds to go. Face-off will come outside the Rustlers zone. And it's Watson in for the draw. He's got Dicker on his left and Shirley on his right. Goslin and Connor James behind him. He wins it back to Goslin. James being pressured by a pair of Sabres players there. Circles back, gives himself a little time, and quickly works it up ice. But Dicker, trying to pick it up the blue line, got stood up. And the Sabres able to clear it down the ice. Not far enough for icing, though, as the Rustlers now try to get out of their zone. Dicker swings it across to James, and he lost an edge right at center ice. And now Goslin with the last second opportunity here. He's just going to chip it forward, and that's going to do it for the first period. It's a 2-0 lead for the Sabres as we head to the first intermission. We'll be back with you shortly for the start of the second period. Welcome back, folks. We're ready for the start of the second period. Thank you for joining us once again. I'm Zach McLaughlin, working the camera. It's everybody's favorite guy, Josh Copeland. As the Sabres win the opening draw here and get it in deep into Rustlers territory. They've got a 2-0 lead, looking to add to it here. But Goslin did a great job getting a stick in the shooting lane there and deflecting that shot wide. Sabres with a regular strength goal and a power play goal in the first period. Take a 2-0 lead in this exhibition game between the Rustlers of the Sask-Alta Senior Hockey League and the Sedgewick Sabres of the East Central Senior Hockey League. Both these teams get their regular season started next weekend. Little tuned-up match here tonight. Now Lang gets tossed from the face-off dot. Sabres are getting a little too aggressive on this face-off, according to the linesman. But he drops the puck now, and Sedgewick wins the draw. We work it right up the middle of the ice, across the blue line. Lang cuts to the right side, puts a shot on goal, and Goodwin makes the save. Rustlers pick up the rebound, and now it's Carson. James chipping it off the boards to himself, but can't get there in time. And Sedgewick able to clear the puck. Now Goodwin rings it around the boards. Doesn't quite get it to Connor James in time, but Fletcher's there. Keep the puck out of harm's way and play it up to Pfister down the left wing. He carries across the blue line. Little toe drag to cut to the outside. His weak shot was steered away by Watkins. And then Shirley puts a shot right in the chest of the goaltender, and he holds on for the faceoff. Just over a minute gone in this second period now. Rustlers with an offensive zone faceoff. It's Wyatt Watson stepping in for Wainwright. It's a muddled draw there, but the Rustlers now come away with it, get it to the point. Connor James with a long shot, gloved out of the air by Watkins and held on to. The Rustlers are going to open their 2023-24 regular season next Friday night, a week from now, against the Elk Point Elks right here in Wainwright with an 8 p.m. puck drop. We'll be here bringing you all the action live on YouTube for that one. Now in the far corner in Rustlers territory, Wainwright eventually able to come away with the puck. Connor James with a one-handed effort to clear the zone. But the Sabres get it down deep once again, and Fletcher needs to pick it up there. Steps around the forecheck, plays it out to the neutral zone. The Sabres with an opportunity to chase it down. Now from behind their own net. Trevor Clausen on the forecheck, forces a turnover at the blue line. Now Connor James, a little dipsy doodle in the faceoff circle, fires a shot on goal. But that one's held onto by Watkins once again, as he's been perfect on 13 shots so far tonight. Thanks for the message in the comments, Ken. It's great to see you back watching Rustlers hockey. We're happy to be here and bringing you some crystal clear action with this new setup. Always great to see you joining us here and cheering on the boys from afar. Now, nice and call will bring the puck all the way down into Sabres territory. Leggett's going to step into the draw. He's got Lishka on his right, Perkins on his left, and he wins it straight back. But that shot from Cole Horn is deflected a couple times and up and into the netting, so we'll do it all over again. The Rustlers win the draw once again. They work it up to the point. It's Perkins there, and his shot goes wide. Bailey's going to chase it down on the boards.
Hit him up for a raise.
And now the Rustlers pick it up in their own end. It's Horn with it now. As Leggett works it up the boards, gets it in deep, but he gets rubbed out right around the blue line. The Rustlers able to keep it in momentarily, but Sedgewick clears the zone, and now Lishka picks it up, carries it across the blue line, tries to slide it across to Goslin, but can't get it through the mess of skates in the slot. Rustlers able to maintain the zone, though, and send it in behind the net. Lishka forces a turnover, sends it in the slot, finds Carson James, but couldn't pull the trigger too quickly because he was on his backhand. Did get a shot off, but the rebound lands on a Sabres stick. And they send it north all the way behind the Rustlers' goal. Pfister down the left wing through the neutral zone, picking up some speed. He tries to put a shot towards the net, but it's tipped high and over the goal, and the Sabres come the other way. Chip it down in the near corner. Goslin gets to it first, but isn't able to clear it. Now the Sabres with another chance in front. They're not able to get a good shot off, and Carson James picks it up down the left wing. Fires a shot that's high over the net. And the puck bounces off the glass right down onto the Wainwright net. Goodwin leaves it there for Connor James. Now Connor carries across the blue line, fires a shot right into the glove of Watkins. And he'll hold on to that one. We'll get another face-off as the Rustlers get a new set of forwards out here. It's going to be Cusack, Clausen, and Woodward out here for the offensive zone draw. Fletcher and Connor James manning the blue line behind them. Take a quick break here as the linesman is repairing a bit of a chip in the ice here, just inside the Sedgewick blue line, right along the boards. Sedgewick's season opener, that's a bit of a tongue twister, will come next Saturday, October 28th, as they visit the Huendon Jets to open their season. The Irma Aces and Provost Combines will kick off the East Central Senior Hockey League season on Friday night as they face off in Provost. Connor James with a great play there, one-handed to knock the puck away just inside the Rustlers' blue line. They come the other way quickly. Boston's shot is deflected wide off the defender's stick. And now the Sabres with a chance to turn it up the other way. They flip it into the far corner. Goodwin comes out to try and play it, but it bounces over his stick. Luckily, it caught the side of the goal. And the Rustlers able to come the other way. They played it in the far corner. Clausen dumps it in, goes for a line change, giving the Sabres a chance to come the other way. And they'll do the same thing. Flip it into the corner, go for a change. Goodwin's out to play it. Sabres pick it up in the offensive zone, cycle it down in the near corner. Horn getting physical in the corner there, trying to muscle that puck away, and eventually it ends up on Mike Shirley's stick, but he's not able to chip it out of the zone. Now Brad Bailey in the far corner. He's down in front of the Zamboni doors and chips it up to Dicker. Tries to play it up to Shirley, but not enough juice on that one. And the Sabres able to get a hold of it first. Now Bailey once again plays it off the boards, looking for Shirley, but he got tied up just inside the Wainwright blue line. And now turnover here. Shirley was about to chase it down, but Dicker was caught offside. Shirley had to hold up. And now the other way, Goslin, as he steps off the bench, forces a turnover. Shirley down the right side, plays it over to Dicker, but that pass was deflected off a Sedgewick stick. They weren't able to connect on the 2-on-1 opportunity there on the back post. Now the Sabres working it up ice down the left wing. A good job by Leighton there to break up the rush. A long shot from center ice right in the chest of Goodwin as he holds on to the faceoff. .13:44 to go in the second period. It's still 2-0 for the Sedgewick Sabres. And they win the faceoff here in the offensive end. They try to play it in behind the net, but nobody's there to pick it up. Cale Perkins grabs it for the Rustlers and tries to play it up the boards. Eventually he gets it back on his stick. Slides it over to Leggett. He makes his way to the half wall. Chips it down low for Perkins. Perkins plays it out in front. And a good chance there for Leggett, but he can't bury the one-timer at the side of the net.
How do you like me so far?
Gosling with a stretch pass. Finds Carson James. He comes in and fires one, but just over the shoulder of Watkins. And now the Sabres with numbers enter the zone. Fire a hard shot, but well wide of the net. And it bounces off the glass and up into the netting. And we'll get a face-off just outside the Rustlers' blue line.
I checked off the ones that did. Plus I let the money off.
And now Pfister gets tossed out of the face-off circle. Brandon Muse comes in, wins it forward. And Connor James comes away with it down the right wing. Cuts across the blue line, just barely stays on side, fires a shot wide of the goal. It rings around to his brother Carson on the other side. But now the Sabres with an opportunity the other way, and a bit of a delayed whistle there, but we're going to get a tripping call as James was upended near center ice. It looks like it's going to be Brett Gagnon going to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. And the Rustlers' power play will go back to work. They're 0 for 1 so far tonight. Pfister comes into the draw as Watson replaces him on the right point. Watson now works across to Connor James. A lot of patience as he steps into the slot, but fires a shot high over the net. The puck careens off the boards, or off the glass, and out into the neutral zone. Now Watson down the left wing as the Rustlers look to set up their power play. He's got along the half wall. Feeds it to James at the point. Back to Watson. He steps in and fires a shot as Watkins got just a piece of that with his trapper. And now Watson once again. Nice little dangle around the forecheck. As he sends it to Shirley, and Shirley gets it right back to him. And now Shirley with a chance in front. Can't bury that little half wraparound, and the Sabres able to clear the zone. One minute into the power play, and no changes yet for the Rustlers as that top unit will stay out. It's James from right in front of his own net. Little backhand pass where Shirley picks it up in the neutral zone. Feeds it to Pfister. And now Wainwright will start getting some fresh legs out there for the man advantage. And now a chance here is Watson steps in front, and his backhander misses the net. The Rustlers maintain possession. It's Pfister right along the boards. Works it down low to Shirley. He'll try to send it up top to James and just barely gets a stick on it to keep it in the zone. Because there's plenty of pressure coming and a chance in the slot as Watson couldn't bury it. Watkins with another good save as he's looked strong tonight. Connor James carries across the blue line. Tried to toe drag around a defender, but it got knocked away, and now he gets it back, and he's got his brother on the other side. Instead, he feeds it to Shirley in the slot. Shirley tried to feed Carson James. That pass got steered wide. Rustlers keep working it down low as we're back to full strength now, 5-on-5 hockey. From the point, Gosling shot as he came off the bench, caught a shin pad, comes all the way to the other side of the ice, and now the Sabres with a chance on a partial breakaway, but Nolan Goodwin with a great save. But the Rustlers end up icing the puck right afterwards. And as we approach the halfway mark of the second period, the Rustlers are going to have a goaltender change as they're going to get both tendies a little work here in this exhibition matchup. Nolan Goodwin and Thomas Eisman share a little fist bump. And Eisman in his brand new set of pads, which look very nice. A little tan and orange and black flare on the new goalie equipment setup for Thomas Eisman. And the referee will give him a couple seconds here to stretch out in the crease and get himself ready for some hockey action. And his first taste of competitive hockey since the spring. Sabres won the faceoff, and they work it down low after that shot missed the net. Goslin able to chip it forward. And now Leggett chasing it down on the right wing. His sharp angle shot caught the sleeve of Watkins' jersey and went just wide of the net. And the Sabres able to clear the zone. They got numbers coming the other way. But a good defensive play by Leighton and break that up just outside the blue line. But then in trying to recover, he takes a tripping penalty, and the Rustlers will go back to the penalty kill. It'll be Cole Leighton going to the box 2 minutes for tripping. And the Sabres, who are 1 for 2 on the power play tonight, will get a third opportunity here. And a prime chance to extend their lead to 3-0. Zmanek wins the face-off for the Sabres. The ensuing shot was blocked before it could make it to the net. But Sedgewick able to keep it in the zone. Now in the near corner, Lang works it up to the point. Now the Sabres try and send it down deep once again. A chance in front, and Lang with a point-blank shot, but a good blocker save made by Eisman. Sabres patient on the power play. Rustlers keeping them to the outside. And now Bailey's able to get a hold of a loose puck on an errant pass. Not able to get it out of the zone, though. Eventually, Pfister's able to get a stick on it. Clears the zone. And now Carson James has a step on the defender. He comes in. And he was one-on-one with the goaltender. But his little double move there resulted in a shot high over the blocker of Watkins. And now the Sabres come the other way. Crossing the blue line. Fakes a shot as they work it down into the corner. And now Shirley is going to take 2 for roughing. Looked like he was throwing just a kind of an innocent hit in the corner. But they're going to send him for roughing. And just like that, Sedgewick is going to have a 2-man advantage for the next 52 seconds. It's Watson, Fletcher, and Connor James out there for the 3-man penalty kill. Sedgewick with control of the puck at the blue line. They work it down low on the right side. That cross-ice pass is deflected away by Connor James. He tries to chase it down himself, but he gets upended right around the Rustlers' blue line, but he's able to clear the puck all the way down the ice. And now Watson goes to the bench in favor of Trevor Clausen. James gets upended here. We got a pile of bodies. I say a pile of bodies. There's 2 guys on the ice kind of tied up. And now a little rough stuff as we're going to get a Sedgewick penalty. As it appeared Clausen wasn't too pleased to see his star teammate tangled up on the ice. Came in and had a couple of words to say, and then as he cleared the puck out of the zone, he got high-sticked in the process. So he draws the penalty. And we're down to A little 4-on-3 hockey, which you don't see too often. It'll only last 3 seconds, though. As the latent penalty now expires, and we got 4-on-4 hockey for the next 1 minute, 5 seconds. A little more space out there. These teams battle even strength 4-on-4. Lang works it to the outside as the Sabres gain the zone. But his centering pass was steered wide by Thomas Eisenman, and the Rustlers clear the puck all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call. And we'll get a face-off down here to Eisenman's glove hand side. 7:22 remaining in this middle frame of some exhibition hockey action between the Wainwright Rustlers and Sedgewick Sabres. Sabres win the draw here. Fire a shot from the point, but very little traffic in front, and Eisenman's able to glove that one down and hold on. Sabres with possession off the faceoff. Try to work it into the slot, but too many orange jerseys there. The Rustlers able to clear the zone, but can't maintain possession. Sedgewick across the blue line now, cuts to the middle, a little drop pass to Lang, and Lang's shot blocked by Goslin and caught him in a tender spot on his leg. He looks like he's in pain, but plenty of chances for the Sabres out in front. Another good save made by Eisman, and he kicks the rebound into the corner. The battle there is Horn's in there. Perkins is in there. He finds a teammate, and Rustlers are able to clear it. And now Shirley comes out of the box. We got 45 seconds of Rustlers power play as they look to get something going and get on the board here for the first time tonight. Watson in the corner, deep in Sedgewick territory. Got knocked off his stick, but Connor James able to keep it in the zone. Now Shirley in front, his centering pass can't connect. And Watson from the point. Feeds it to Connor James. Over to Pfister. Pfister steps in and fires a shot. And the save made by the shoulder of Watkins, and now the Rustlers with a chance on the other side of the net. And that wraparound was stopped, and now we're going to get some rough stuff. It's Shirley in there throwing a couple punches. Looks like Pfister's in there as well as we get some rough stuff in this preseason game. Both linesmen are in there to break things up and pull some bodies off the pile. They'll separate Mike Shirley and Dalton Zemanek. And the officials will usher them both to the penalty box, as Mike Shirley is already doing his thing here in the preseason. With a scoring opportunity followed by some rough stuff getting under the skin of his opponent. Looks like the Rustlers. I thought he might, or they might be taking the extra penalty, but maybe not. Shirley's teammates returning his equipment to him, his stick and his helmet. They'll close the penalty box door here. It looks like it might be some offsetting misconducts. And it'll remain a Rustlers power play for the next 15 seconds as we have 6 minutes to go in the second period. Wainwright wins the draw, and it's Connor James on the left side. Spins around twice to avoid the pressure from Lang, and his shot steered away by Watkins. Rustlers able to hold on to it along the boards. And now back to full strength, and Sedgewick had an opportunity. Gooley could have been sprung clear on a breakaway, but he didn't see the loose puck behind him as he was heading to the bench. And now the shot right on goal is held on to by Eisman, and we're going to face off here with 5.5 to go.
71. Each 2 minutes for roughing on both ends. 6 minutes.
Who's going for the first? Now Bailey chases it down in the far corner, chips it forward to Lishka. And the Rustlers just barely able to clear the zone. A little ticky-tacky back and forth in the neutral zone, and the Sabres eventually are the ones that are able to get it deep. Bailey rings it around the boards behind his net. It comes right back to the behind the goal, and Cole Horn's there to flip it away. Not able to clear the zone, though. Now the Sabres with a shot from the point. Steered away by Eisman. And the Rustlers get it in the neutral zone. It's Perkins down the right wing. His shot. No traffic in front, so that one's scooped up easily by Watkins and held on to. And we'll get a face-off to his left. So we got 4.5 minutes to go in this second period. Pfister tries to win it to himself. It gets tied up in the face-off circle. Rustler is able to maintain the zone, but not for long as the Sedgewick Sabres come away with it, chip it into the far corner. Eisman comes out to play it. He rings it around the boards. And Pfister is able to come away with it. He flips it way up in the air, but it's knocked down at the blue line. Rustler somehow able to stay on side there, and a good shot in the face-off dot by Carson James, but he can't get through the traffic. And now the Sabres come the other way. Little toe drag to try and step around the defender. Good work by Leighton to stay in the lane, and then loose puck ends up on a Sabre stick, and the shot from the right face-off dot is swallowed up by Eisman. Watson comes in for the draw for Wainwright, but Lang wins it for Sedgewick. And their shot from the point goes wide and ends up in the neutral zone. Now wide on the forecheck. Not able to force a turnover. Although it was close, the Sabres come away with it. Try a centering pass right in front of Eisman, but gets knocked wide. Another chance in front. Nobody there to pick up the loose puck in the slot. So Connor James picks it up down the left wing. Can't corral the rolling puck. Sedgewick with a chance the other way. They got a 3-on-2. A drop pass, but not enough drop on it. Fletcher picks it up. Sends it to Horn in the neutral zone. Woodward plays it in deep. He and Horn are there, but Horn backs up to the blue line, and the Sabres have enough time to pick it up. They work it in behind their own net, but then a heavy forecheck from the Rustlers forces a turnover, but Shirley wasn't able to get a shot off. Sedgewick the other way now. Battle in the far corners. 2 white jerseys, 1 orange, and the Sabres come away with it. They work it down in the far corner, and a sharp angle shot. Stopped by Eisman, but he can't hold on to the rebound. Sedgewick maintains possession. They work it up into the high slot. That shot was blocked by Bailey. Sabres still going to work here, though, as Bailey blocks another shot from the point. And the Rustlers eventually gain control of the puck. Not able to clear the zone again, though, but the Sabres will bring a stop to play as Trevor Bromby sends that one high into the seats, and we'll get a face-off outside the Rustlers zone. Two minutes, 5 seconds left in this second period as the Sabres hold on to the 2-0 lead they earned in the first period. And they win the draw here. Now Leighton from deep in his own end plays it up to Leggett. He steps around the defender. He's got some speed on the right wing, and Had a good chance there on a bit of a 2-on-1 rush, but his shot is deflected into the netting. Under 2 minutes to go, and the Rustlers with a chance here on an offensive zone faceoff. Try to get something going. The Sabres come away with the puck and clear the zone quickly. They play it deep. Eisman there behind his own net. Leaves it for Goslin, who was pressured with a quick forecheck. The Rustlers, all they could do is pump it out into the neutral zone. Sedgewick picks it up. Now they work it the other way. They try to get it deep, but Leighton got a stick on it. And now a chance in front as Lang picked up a puck that hit the referee. The Sabres try and take advantage of that opportunity, but they can't. And now Carson James comes the other way, slams on the brakes in the right wing, quickly changes direction, works it in behind the net, taking his time, flips it the other way, trying to find Fletcher, but he couldn't hold on to that bouncing puck. And now it's Connor James sending it to Wyatt. He feeds it to Pfister. 91 and 19 try to make something happen, but that shot from Pfister is gloved down out of the air by Watkins. Held on to for another draw as Watkins standing tall so far tonight, facing 23 shots and steering them all wide so far. Rustlers with the puck off the draw, but a whole lot of bodies in the middle of the ice there, and Sedgewick eventually able to flip it way up in the air and into the neutral zone. Now Wainwright the other way. It's Connor James down the left wing, steps around defender, feeds it over to Watson. And a nifty little play there, but another save made by Watkins. The Rustlers with 32 seconds left in this period will have a chance. Another offensive zone faceoff. Sabres win the draw. Not able to clear the zone, though, as Shirley picks it up there and works it into the far corner. Chips it out in front. Dicker couldn't get a shot off. He tries to play it off the boards to Connor James, but that was picked off by Sabres captain Lang. He flips it in deep as we're down to 10 seconds remaining in the period. Rustlers with one last chance if they could get it up ice quick. It's Connor James down the left wing. His shot was blocked, and that's going to do it for the middle frame as it remains 2-0, just as it was at the last buzzer. As these two teams are starting to get a little chippy out there in exhibition action. Some more words exchanged by the Sabres goal after that final buzzer in the second period. But nothing too serious comes out of it, and now both teams are going to head to their respective locker rooms. Take a little breather and get themselves ready for the third and final period of this preseason. We're going to take a break as well. We'll be back with you in about 20 minutes for the start of the third period. Welcome back, hockey fans, as we're getting ready for the start of the third period as the Sedgewick Sabres and Wainwright Rustlers line up at center ice. And we are off for the final 20 minutes of this exhibition hockey game. It's a 2-0 Sabres lead after 40 minutes of play. The Rustlers yet to cash in. They've had a number of scoring opportunities, but haven't been able to bang one home quite yet. And here they pick up a loose puck in the neutral zone. Fletcher on the right side sends a bouncing puck in on goal. And right on target as Watkins holds on to that one for a face-off. Watson comes in and wins the draw for Wainwright, but wins it a little too cleanly.
On Sedgewick penalty, number 6,
That puck squirts into the neutral zone where the Rustlers pick it up and quickly turn it up ice. Now along the boards in the near corner, Rustlers come away with it after a little puck battle, and Connor James sends it to Pfister on the right side. Back to James at the point. He steps around a sprawling defender, fires a shot, but it's wide of the net. Rings around the boards and all the way down the ice. Rustlers' power play ticks down to 1 minute and 10 seconds now, remaining in the man advantage. Connor James carries across the blue line, slams on the brakes on the right wing. Slowly slides down into the corner, and a cross-ice saucer pass goes over the stick of Goslin. And Watson has to chase it down. He feeds it back to Goslin. Over to Pfister. He crosses the blue line. Leaves it there for James. Back to Pfister once again. Cross-ice pass to Watson. He bobbled it for a moment, got it back, fired a quick shot high glove side, but the trapper was there in time for Watkins, and he holds on. Now the Rustlers with possession off the faceoff once again. It's Leggett in the corner. It gets knocked off his stick. The Sabres are able to clear the zone. Now they pick the pocket of Spencer Goslin in behind the net. A chance in front. They feed it to the slot. Just out of the reach of Reeds. The Rustlers come away with it. Leggett leaves it there for Goslin, who carries it across center ice, across the blue line. Feeds it to the other side, and Leggett with a chance on the right side of the goal, but can't get that puck up high enough to clear the left pad of Watkins. Now the Rustlers carried across the blue line, but Carson James just a step ahead of his brother Connor, and they go offside. Clausen in for the faceoff now, but Somanik wins it for the Sabres.
NHL 50-50. We got a ticket. The green one. Green ticket number 251794. Green ticket 251.
Rustlers struggling to clear the zone here as the Sabres send it in deep. Battle along the wall in the far corner in Rustlers territory. Clausen's in there, trying to kick it forward to Woodward, but he's pinned. Eventually, Connor James comes away with it. And now we got a whistle here. It's going to be a Rustlers penalty. It's going to be an interference call on Trevor Clausen, and he's going to make his way to the penalty box. So the Rustlers back to the penalty kill. It's going to be Watson and Shirley, Horn and Bailey out there to try and kill off this 2-minute advantage for the Sabres. But before we get to that, it looks like there's an issue with the ice and the blue paint all the way down to the other end of the ice, as Watkins had alerted the officials to a gouge in the ice. So we get a collection of bodies down there to try and repair this quickly, and then we can get to the Sabres power play. It'll be the 5th of the night for the Sabres. They've cashed in one time, 1 for 4 so far tonight. And the Sabres win the faceoff to start this power play. They work it in the slot, but then send it into the corner. Now on the point, but good pressure by Mike Shirley forces the Sabres to regroup near their own blue line. Now they quickly move it the other way as they enter the zone and try and set things up. Rustlers nearly forced a turnover. Still can't clear the puck. Got a couple whacks at it. They finally get it out. And now we're going to get an interference penalty for the Sabres, as we're going to go back to 4-on-4 hockey once again. Oh, no, it's going to be a Rustlers penalty, 2 minutes for interference. Cole Horn has been sent to the penalty box. And now 1:26 of 5-on-3 hockey in the Sabres' favor. It's going to be Connor James, Carson James, and Spencer Goslin on the 3-man penalty kill unit. So they try and keep the Sabres to the outside here. They step in from the point, and another shot block by Goslin. That's at least 3 on the night for him so far.
Now Rustler penalty, number 7, Paul Horn, 2 minutes for interference.
Sedgewick works it across the blue line. They step in.
Congratulations to Fred Marchand.
Now up at the point, they send it into the corner. Trying to find a shooting lane, but the Rustlers doing a great job on the penalty kill so far as Carson James deflects that shot attempt up into the netting. Down to 45 seconds remaining in the Trevor Clausen penalty. And Wainwright able to get the puck off the draw and just barely clear the zone, killing more time off this 2-man disadvantage. Sabres quickly the other way. They enter the zone. They work it down low, looking for a redirect at the side of the net. They can't get it on goal, and the Rustlers able to clear the zone once again. 15 seconds now until Clausen returns to the ice. Sedgewick works it up across the blue line down the left wing, slowing things down. Right at the faceoff dot on the left side, and that shot was blocked by Bailey. His 3rd shot block of the night. And a scramble in front, but the Rustlers able to keep it out. And now Bailey picks it up in the corner. He'll flip it up in the air and across the blue line. Not too deep, but deep enough to force the Sabres to regroup. They send it in behind the net. Eisman fans on that clearing attempt from behind his own goal. And the Sabres able to take a 3-0 lead off a bouncing puck that fluttered from behind the net right into the slot There's a handful of bodies there, but nobody could get a stick or a body part on it. And now Bailey's slow to get up. He's going to make his way to the bench. But the Sabres take a 3-0 lead. Their second goal on the power play tonight, with 14:21 remaining in the third period.
That Sedgewick goal is for the power play. Esquel, fifth number 18, Chase Jackson. On that goal, 14-21 on the power play.
Now, just as the last power play goal was announced, the Rustlers are going to go right back to the penalty kill as Spencer Goslin heading to the box, 2 minutes for interference. And back to the penalty kill they go. Connor and Carson James. Pfister and Fletcher out there now as the Sabres gain possession off the draw. From the point, they step in and fire a hard wrist shot from the high slot, but Eisman's there to glove it out of midair. Fisher trying to win it forward, but the Sabres come away with it. The Rustlers trying to clear it, but James got tangled up with Pfister and they weren't able to get it out. Loose puck gets steered away into the corner by the paddle of Eisman. And the Sabres working in behind the net. Fletcher's there to chip it into the far corner. James is able to get hold of the loose puck, bag it off the boards, and get it all the way down the ice. Now the Sabres cross the blue line, chip it in deep. Bailey back out there after he was slow to get up following the last goal. He looks no worse for the wear as he's out there killing this penalty. And Carson James forces the Sabres out of the offensive zone. And then they ice the puck on a misguided stretch pass. And with 54 seconds remaining in the Goslin penalty, the Rustlers come all the way down the ice and get an offensive zone faceoff. Sabres with the faceoff win once again. They'll take their time exiting the zone, trying to set something up with the second half of their power play opportunity here. They cross the blue line now and fire a shot right into the chest of Eisman with no traffic in front. So he's able to hold on to that one pretty easily. Sabres with the puck once again. They step into the slot from the boards, but Watson was able to pick the pocket, get the puck down ice. Not deep enough to get a scoring opportunity, but deep enough to kill some time off this penalty kill for the Rustlers. They get it back out to center ice once again, where the Sabres pick it up and sling it in behind the net. 10 seconds before Goslin steps back out on the ice. Connor James winds his way through the middle of the ice, steps to the left wing, and fires a shot which is directed way up into the rafters. So we'll get a face-off here. Spencer Goslin standing and ready to go as he motions to the bench saying he's coming straight off. When he steps out of the box in 3 seconds, Rustlers from the side of the goal, a chance there for Woodward as he took a whack at it, but the save was made. Now Wainwright
Russell's like to thank phone
Has a couple
sponsors.
players tangled up in front of the Sedgewick bench, but the Sabres come away with it. That stretch pass off the mark, but ends up right on net. So no icing call, and Eisenman holds on for the faceoff. 11 and a half minutes to go in this third period as the Rustlers trail 3-0 in their exhibition match against the Sedgewick Sabres of the East Central Senior Hockey League. Pfister wins the draw back, and Horn plays it off the boards and then throws a high hit on the Sedgewick player there. It goes down in a heap. The Sabres able to hold on to the puck. Not for long, though, as Bailey forces a good turnover. Flips it up in the air and down the ice. That's going to be an icing call, but great job to thwart the scoring opportunity there. Credit to the Sabres tonight, not only for playing a good hockey game here, but possibly one of the best visitor jerseys we've seen here in Wainwright in quite some time. These things are slick. Nice crisp whites with that seafoam blue-green a la Seattle Kraken colors. And a nice logo to go along with it. And now the Rustlers with a chance in front. Cale Perkins not able to bury it. And now Wainwright's going to take, looked like they were going to take a tripping call, but no, arms in the air by the referee. So Wainwright gets the puck back and works it in deep. It's Goslin in the corner now. He'll throw a sharp angle shot on net, which is knocked down by Watkins and held onto for a faceoff as we approach the halfway mark of this third period. Leggett steps in for the draw for the Rustlers, but he initially loses the faceoff, but is able to poke it away from the Sabres and get it back. And now Goslin's shot looked like it ended up right in the gut of Brandon Muse, who was standing in front of the net trying to place a screen in front of the goaltender. Sabres cleared the zone, but Connor James is standing there on his own blue line waiting for it. He picks it up here. His pass is knocked down, but Lishka's there to pick up the loose puck. Feeds it back to James and across to Layton. Layton's cross-ice pass doesn't connect with Leggett. The Sabres able to bang it off the boards and back into Rustler territory again. Muse and Lishka with a little miscommunication along the boards there allows the Sabres to pick up the puck. They get it in deep and now pick it up along the boards. They've got numbers in the corner battling for it. Watson in there to support Layton for the Rustlers. And Wainwright comes away with it. Watson chips it forward into the neutral zone. Tries to use his speed to get to that puck first, but he got out-leveraged. And the Sabres come the other way. That shot goes wide. Rebound ends up in the far corner where Fletcher's there to pick it up. Dicker at center ice, placed off the boards to Connor James, and he comes in with a little backhander. Tries to go 5-hole on Watkins, but another great save made by the Sedgewick goaltender as he keeps his clean sheet intact. Now Dicker with it, steps around the defender, comes in, tries to wind up for a shot, but defenseman got his stick in there and knocked that one away before he could pull the trigger. 8.5 minutes to go now. The Rustlers looking to get on the board here and avoid the shutout loss on home ice in exhibition play here. Sabres win the draw once again, but that shot is blocked in front by Horn. And now Bailey from behind his own net. Works it up to Woodward, but it ends up in his skates, and then the Sabres play it back in. That was very clearly offside, but not whistled down, and they have a chance now. That shot goes wide off a bobbling puck. And now Bailey from his own end. Off the boards, trying to find Clausen, but he couldn't get there in time. The Sabres play it forward. Bailey knocks it down out of midair and slides it over to Horn. Horn tried to play it off the boards, but it ends up going through an open gate in the Sedgewick bench. So we'll get a whistle here as the linesman retrieves the puck. So we got 7 minutes, 38 seconds to go in this third period. Rustlers win the faceoff this time, and it's Goslin from behind his own net. He gets his pocket picked, and now Sedgewick with a chance in front, and a fantastic save made by Thomas Eisenman. Sprawling from his left to the right, and making a great pad save. Keep this a 3-0 hockey game. Highlight of the night for the Rustlers there on that cross-crease save by Thomas Eisenman. Now Pfister works into the far corner in Sedgewick territory. Turns around, slams on the break, and breaks and works it up to Layton. His shot was deflected from the point, and then Pfister got a chance on the rebound. Couldn't bury it, and now the Rustlers have to work from center ice. They ring it around the boards, but it's knocked down by Watkins behind his net as the Rustlers go for a line change, 4 out of 5 players. And now some rough stuff going on here as a big hit was thrown there by Brandon Muse, and the Rustlers trying to gain a little momentum here in the final stages of this game. Lishka with a chance in front. His shot steered wide. Fletcher keeps it in the zone and works it down low. But the Sabres now able to come away with it. Not able to clear the zone quite yet. The Rustlers force them to circle back. And now Wainwright picks up a loose puck. It's Connor James with it. Bounces off the check. Fires a shot, but another good glove save made by Watkins, as he has had the Rustlers' number so far tonight, stopping all 32 shots he's faced in the last 54 minutes of hockey. Sabres with possession off the draw. They work it up the right wing. Little dump and chase, but Eisman comes out to play it. On his backhand, rings it around the boards, and the Rustlers come the other way. They got a 2-on-1 if they hustle. Watson slides it over to Dicker. Dicker with a chance in front. He can't bury it on the backhand. Another chance in front as he tried to feed Watson, who was standing just above the blue paint, but couldn't put it on his tape, and now the Sabres come the other way. They've got a chance, a little fancy move attempt there, trying to go between the legs at full speed, but that puck comes loose, and Eisman's able to hold on to it. Rustlers not able to capitalize on their 2 best scoring chances of the night. Dicker on a partial breakaway, trying to go forehand, backhand through the 5-hole. But Watkins shut the door quickly, and then Watson for the Rustlers couldn't bury it from the top of the crease. Seeing eye puck from the point, went through about 7 bodies there, and luckily for the Rustlers, missed the net. The Sabres now with possession. It's Lang trying to work it down low, but it lands on the stick of Clausen. Now Layton with it. He goes backhand up in the air, finding Cale Perkins. He gets it back to Layton, and carries it himself to about center ice, and then sends it deep.
Rustlers regular season home opener next Friday, October 7th, 8 o'clock.
Now Leggett forces a turnover. Rustlers with numbers, but Muse couldn't pull off the toe drag to step around the defender. Sabres are able to clear the puck. Ends up right on goal, so no icing. Rustlers trying to move it up quickly. It's Lishka with it now at center ice. He'll run a dump and chase as he sends it in behind the net. Follows it up himself. Can't get there in time as the Sabres now move it up the left wing. They dump it in themselves. Eisman reverses course on his backhand, plays it into the corner. And now springs loose, ends up on Lishka's stick, and he just calmly plays it off the glass. Now to harm's way. Fletcher with the puck. His high saucer pass trying to find Watson was just out of his reach, and he had to hustle to get to it. All he could do was take a whack at it right in front of the blue paint, and it goes up and over the net. And over the glass, we got a face-off here with 3:45 to go. An offensive zone chance here for the Rustlers. Once again, it's Watson in for the draw. Tries to win it forward, but can't chase it down. Rustlers with plenty of forecheck pressure. Not able to come away with it until they pick up a loose puck at center ice. Now the Sabres send it into the near corner. Bailey's there to chase it down. He plays it out, trying to find a teammate in front to clear the zone, and eventually it finds its way to Mike Shirley. Takes his time trying to feed Dicker. That pass got deflected, and the Sabres pick it up coming the other way. Shot from just inside the blue line is gloved down by Eisenman easily and held onto for the faceoff. With 2:53 remaining in this third period, the Rustlers is trying to get something going here. Get some good juju in their favor ahead of the regular season opener next Friday night here in Wainwright. And in behind the Wainwright goal, Sabres with it. Trying to work it out in front, but Eisman got his paddle in the passing lane. And the Rustlers clear the zone. It's Perkins sending it all the way down the ice, but that's going to be an icing call. So it'll come right back into Wainwright territory with 2.5 minutes, just under 2.5 minutes to go. Pfister in for the faceoff. He wins it back to his captain, Spencer Gosselin, who scoops it up. Sends a good pass across ice to Trevor Clausen. Clausen with a hard shot. That one is gloved down. Watkins making his 33rd save of the night. 34th save of the night. Looking strong for his Sedgewick Sabres. Sedgewick now down the left wing. They cross the blue line and flip it way up in the air. And it drops right into the mitt of Eisman. So we'll slow things down once again. Another face-off coming up here in Wainwright territory. And the Rustlers win the draw this time. It's Connor James behind his own net. Tries to outskate the defender, or the forechecker. Lots of pressure on him, so he has to reverse course and feed it to Fletcher. He tries to go right up the middle of the ice to Lishka, but can't connect on that as there's a few bodies in the way. And now some more rough stuff here as Leggett and Lishka have some words for their Sabres opponents, but nothing much comes of it. They're going to head to the bench and get some fresh legs out here with 1:48 to go in the game. Watson, a good hustle, forces a turnover there for the Rustlers, but they give it right back. And now the Sabres coming the other way. They'll just dump it in deep. Right on goal as Eisman steers it off into the corner. Now Fletcher to Shirley. Shirley to Dicker. On the right side, he crosses the blue line, leaves it there for Shirley. He steps in, fires a shot, hits the post, and they finally score. The Rustlers get on the board. With a minute 18 to go, it's Wyatt Watson tapping home a rebound in the blue paint. And that top line shares a trio of points with Watson, scoring with assists from Calvin Dicker and Mike Shirley as the Rustlers get on the board, making it 3-1 with a minute 18 to go in the third. I'll get the trio of Pfister, Perkins, and Clausen out here. Trying to ride this late momentum and mount an improbable comeback. Perkins crosses center ice and dumps it in right on goal. It's held on to by Watkins for a faceoff. With 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining. And now with an empty net for the Rustlers, as Eisman is called to the bench, they're going to come out here. A little 6-on-5, trying to make something happen at the end of the game here. Connor James fires a shot over the net from the point. And the Sabres pick up the loose puck. They'll send one all the way down the ice, and it's going to be an icing call. A very quick whistle as there was no Rustlers in the area. Looks like we're going to get a face-off at center ice as the officials take that one on the chin as they blew the whistle a little too soon. 51 seconds to go, and Watson wins the face-off back to James. Eisenman is back in his crease, looking for a chance to get to the bench. James crosses center ice, works it across the blue line, and he rings a shot off the post. The Rustlers with another great chance there. Eisenman's to the bench. We're back to 6-on-5 here, looking for a chance to pull themselves to within one goal in the dying seconds of this game. Rustlers with a hard shot there from who is that? That's Watson over there on the right wing. But another glove save made by Watkins, who lost the clean sheet but has stood tall tonight, making 36 saves on 37 shots. We'll try and keep it that way in the last 22 seconds here in a 2-goal hockey game. The Sabres now carried across the blue line. They're going to score on the empty net and make this a 4-1 hockey game with 13 seconds and change remaining. And that'll all but do it for tonight here in Wainwright, with the Sabres taking the exhibition win over the Rustlers on a Friday night at Vision Credit Union Arena. Coming up next for the Wainwright Rustlers is going to be the season opener next Friday night right here in Wainwright. And they host the Elk Point Elks Friday, October 27th at 8 p.m. If you're in town, come on down to the arena. It's going to be a great time. We'll have a good crowd, big 50-50. The bar is open. But if you can't join us in person, we'd love to have you join us here live on YouTube as we bring you all the action next Friday night with the Elk Point Elks in town for the 2023 season opener in Sask Alta Senior Hockey League. Once again, thanks for joining us tonight. We hope you had fun as we get started here in the new hockey season. As these two teams shake hands at center ice, we'll leave you with that. Once again, I'm Zach McLaughlin, bringing you all the play-by-play action. Josh Copeland on the camera doing a great job. And we'll see you again next Friday night, 8 p.m., right here in Wainwright for the season opener